Power levels are one of the most iconic elements of Dragon Ball Z, defining battles with numerical precision and giving fans endless debates over who's stronger. But in the original Dragon Ball, these figures didn't exist, at least not in Toriyama's early storytelling. The numbers we know today were retroactively assigned through supplemental material like Daisensha 7, movie pamphlets, and weekly jump guides. While these sources try to fill in the gaps, the resulting timeline of Goku's power progression often makes little sense. From weakest scion to future hero. According to official lore, Goku was born with a power level of just 2, branding him a low-class warrior by scion standards. That weakness explains why he was sent to conquer Earth, a planet considered an easy assignment. Compared to prodigies like Broly or Vegeta, Goku was essentially disposable, yet his relentless growth turned him into the strongest scion of all. Emperor Pilaf Saga. Goku at 10. Daisensha 7 places Goku's strength at 10 during his earliest adventures. While this seems reasonable for a child with raw talent, the numbers become messy when compared to others. Oolong is also listed at 10, and Emperor Pilaf at 40. Odd, given how easily Goku handles Pilaf's schemes. Even with the Great Ape multiplier boosting him to 100, the math struggles to line up with Grandpa Gohan's supposed strength, especially if the Ox King truly sits at 900. Tournament Saga, around 120 to 130. No official power level exists here, but context gives us a ballpark. Fighters like Jiren and Nam are listed at 100, and since Goku outmatches both, it's fair to place him in the 120 to 130 range. Any higher, however, and it becomes difficult to justify why later Red Ribbon Army opponents gave him so much trouble. Red Ribbon Army Saga, 140 to 150. Goku's training doesn't dramatically increase before taking on the Red Ribbon Army, so his power likely nudges up to about 140 to 150. But again, contradictions appear. Colonel Silver's level is pegged at 200, yet Goku defeats him easily. If the numbers are accurate, Goku should already surpass 200, but that would make his later struggle against Tien inconsistent. Tien Shinhan Saga, officially 180. Here the guides provide a concrete number. Goku is at 180. This works, as it places him on equal footing with Tien Shinhan, setting up one of the fairest rivalries in the series. It also helps explain why veterans like Master Roshi 139 still remain respectable, even if surpassed. King Piccolo Saga, 260. By the time King Piccolo emerges, Goku's power spikes to 260, thanks to brutal near-death battles and Zenkai boosts. His fight against Tambourine nearly kills him, and later, Piccolo's Mikosen attack leaves him on the brink again. The divine water from Kirin amplifies him further, but discrepancies persist. Pamphlets list Tambourine at 340, which would absurdly make him stronger than Piccolo himself. Final Saga of Dragon Ball, around 400. By the end of the original series, estimates place Goku at 400. Calculations from Weekly Jump suggest his Super Kamehameha reaches 910, meaning his base power rests just above 400. That lines up almost perfectly with Dragon Ball Z, where Goku is recorded at 416 during the Raditz fight. Considering he admits to doing little training in the 5-year time skip, this minor growth feels believable. Why it doesn't add up? The inconsistencies stem from retroactive labeling. Toriyama never designed Dragon Ball with power levels in mind. They were bolted on later to satisfy fan curiosity. That patchwork approach explains the contradictions. Goku surpassing enemies whose numbers should dwarf him, or being matched against foes who shouldn't stand a chance. Still, what matters isn't whether Goku's power was exactly 402 or 413 by the series' end. What matters is the journey. The low-class scion who started at 2 and fought his way to becoming Earth's strongest defender.